And you're very welcome along to McGovern Park today for the first of two Barhale Senior Football Championship semi-finals. First game here is Tir Chonaill Gaels against Round Towers. I'm Charlie Evans, your commentator. Alongside me is Paul Coggins. And Paul, perhaps maybe no better way to start with two traditional clubs from West London and South London.
Absolutely, Charlie. Nice to be here today. Very, very blustery day. It's going to be probably a game of two halves for sure. I'd like to welcome Dave Byrne with me here, my stato from Ahamore, County Mayo, and we have the referee here, Colin Lynott, really experienced referee. Looking forward to a very, very, very going to be a very tight match. Tir Chonaill Gaels were extremely impressive in the last group game. Round Towers have been extremely impressive in all their group games. Tir Chonaill Gaels coming with a new management team. Well, not completely new, but they've changed the manager over the season. So they have to put it in. They have to show that they've made them decisions for a reason. Kevin Raff, a long-standing stalwart for the Gaels, is going in there to see the toss with the Towers man, Noel Maher. Super lad Noel, had him in the London Junior setup this year, London-born player, hugely experienced. So it'll be interesting to see which way the wind goes and who wins the toss. And you'd imagine whoever wins it might play against it, try and settle down, get into the game, and then show what they can do in the second half. But let's see in a minute, Charlie.
That's very true. The wind will definitely play a big factor in today's game, and we'll just run through the teams very quickly, starting with Tir Chonaill Gaels. Number 1, Jake Turley. 2, David O'Donnell. 3, Patrick O'Connor. 4, Aidan McGarvey. 5, Conor Halloran. 6, Ernan McDonough. 7, Ryan McCready. 8, Kevin Rafferty. 9, Liam Gallagher. 10, Kieran Clark. 11, Sean Wogan. 12, James Boyle. 13, Callum Gardner. 14, Josh Crowley-Holland. And 15, Liam Gavigan. And moving on to Round Towers, number 1, Noel Maher. 2, Killian O'Donnell. 3, Colin Campbell. 4, Sean O'Sullivan. 5, Conor Gallagher. 6, Paul O'Donoghue. 7 is Shane McGarity, but he is replacing the starting lineup by 26, Aidan McLaughlin. 8, Conor Goggin. 9, Owen Clark. 10 is Ewan Curran. He is replaced by 19, Liam Fearick. 11, Jim Davis. 12, Christian Healy. 13, Brendan Martin. 14, Shane Comiskey. And 15, Sean Hickey. And we also believe that for Tir Chonaill Gaels, Liam Gallagher is not actually here. So Paul, if that is true, that is a big loss for them.
Oh yeah, well, just before I mention that, the Round Towers are going to be playing with the stiff breeze in the first half. Not sure who won the toss, so that'll be interesting to see if they can settle down quickly. Liam Gallagher is a massive loss to Tir Chonaill Gaels. I think perhaps, don't know, it's very hard to see. Number 18 has come in, so that's Dara Moore has come in for Liam Gallagher. But Liam Gallagher is one of the best players in London, top senior player over the years. I don't know what has happened. He just must be away for the day, but the ball is about to be thrown in, so I think that will have a bearing on the game. Round Towers haven't been in a county final since 1999. Tir Chonaill Gaels haven't won a county final here in London since 2019, so there's a lot to play for.
That's definitely true, and Round Towers have lost a fair few semi-finals in recent past, so they'll be hoping that today is a different day as the game gets underway with Liam Fearick just introduced, winning the throw-in again to Aidan McLaughlin. Those are the two changes to the Round Towers team, and they have the wind. The wind has maybe died down a little bit now.
Yeah, probably for the first time in 48 hours. It's not quite as blustery. The flags are still, but it's more down to the right hand side. It mightn't have as big a bearing as we've probably thought earlier, because it's a blustery kind of wind down to the right hand corner. I see at the minute Conor Gallagher has taken up his marking duties for Round Towers on Liam Gavigan. That'll be a very interesting duel. The Towers have a chance of a shot here, but it's dropped short into Gavin McAvoy, who takes it, gives it out to Patrick O'Connor, the London-born full-back.
That is another change then as well. If Gavin McAvoy is in goal to what the starting 15 had Jake Turley not starting in goal for Tir Chonaill Gaels. So a few changes to both teams.
Yeah, well, Gavin won't weaken the side in any shape or form. He's a brilliant goalkeeper who's been around for years. So Gaels building slowly now, getting a lot of width. have the ball with the centre half back. Aaron McDonough gives it to Callum Garner. Just slow build up. Towers are very well set up. We'll be hoping to keep it tight. Conor Halloran has it over on the left hand side of the field. He's down his right half back. He seems to be playing left half back. Gav took a tumble there. It won't be easy win frees here. Colm Lynagh is well known as lets the game play. Gaels are in a good position here, but they will probably have to be patient and try to work it into that scoring zone before they have a shot.
And you see off the ball there, we mentioned Liam Gavigan and Conor Gallagher. They're both getting to know each other. It's definitely a man marking job. His one job today is to stop Liam Gavigan having any sort of impact in the game.
Absolutely, Charlie. And look at, I can see where they're coming from. Liam is the stalwart for Tir Chonaill Gaels, has been over the last 10 or 12 years, and he's certainly going to have a tough day with Conor Gallagher, but look, it'll open up later on as the game goes on. Conor Gallagher's a fantastic player. Monaghan, isn't he?
Yeah.
Conor, yeah. And already they're starting to niggle. Liam seems to have taken a little knock into the stomach area there.
Yeah. This isn't particularly good for Roundtowers in the sense that TCG are just here playing with the ball, running down the clock against the wind. You would like to think that it would be Roundtowers who are dictating possession when they have the advantage of the wind.
Yeah, you would, Charlie, and they're playing very, very deep. They're not being brought out to press. They're just staying around the arc with all their numbers, bar the three lads up front. They've got a great set of forwards around Towers this year, and there now Liam was just about to take the ball at pace, and Conor Gallagher just upended him, so it's a free kick just on the edge of the arc for Tir Chonaill Gaels. Liam would normally take it now. It's not impossible to get this over the bar, but it'll take a fair shot in fairness against that breeze.
And it does need to be taken inside the arc, hopefully.
Yeah,
there is no
taking it actually.
Out, but
yeah, Josh Crowley, Holland, is going to take it. I think he's the main free taker in fairness this season, and he's been pretty prolific on the frees. He's taken this from the ground, and yeah, sometimes he's dead straight in front of the goals. So certainly, if he can get the distance, he's got the skills to put this over. Here he goes now. Going to drift away, but Tir Chonaill Gaels have it. Conor Garner out. Shot blocked. Real good tight tackling there by Roundtowers. Now will they move the ball quickly? They don't seem to have the numbers. Slow build up again, and as you said, Charlie, it's not really suitable to the team with the breeze in the first half. Here's Gallagher. He's left Gavigan for a minute anyway, making a run down here beside us on the left hand side of the pitch. Brings it back into the centre. Paul Donoghue. They're in absolutely no rush at all, are they?
No, not at all. But they are coming forward. Jim Davis did have one shot earlier on that dropped short, so we'll see now whether Roundtowers can create a shot from this attack. Actually, just a word while Paul O'Donoghue is on the ball. 42 years of age, Paul O'Donoghue is, and still going strong for Roundtowers. Played for London back about 17, 18 years ago, and there's not many maybe older players at senior level in London, so a good shout out to Paul.
Yeah, here's Aidan McLaughlin making a run into the heart of the Tir Chonaill Gaels defence. Back out to Christian Healy, the London player. Here's looking for a shot opportunity, but very little given there. They gave it away poorly there. Tir Chonaill Gaels are on a quick breakaway, but I'm sure they will slow the game down too. But they've been turned over, so that was really good tackling by Roundtowers. Shane Comiskey has it. Not a very good pass out to the far side of the field, out to the right hand side, but the corner forward Brendan Martin has it, but he's been tackled too, so a lot of good tackling going on, but at the same time maybe poor decision making in attack by Towers there, Tir Chonaill Gaels have it now with Kevin Raff. Kevin has been around for a long time, hugely experienced man. Off to Ryan McCready coming in at left half back. Ryan puts it over to Sean Wogan, one of the new players in the Tir Chonaill Gaels this year from Glen Swilly, County Donegal. Gives it to Wogan. Josh Crowley Holland has it on the far side of the pitch, back into Raf. Liam Gavigan has been taken down again there, but here's an opportunity now for Sean Wogan. That should be the first score of the game, and it is a well-worked score from Tir Chonaill Gaels. A lot better there in possession than the Towers were earlier, and nice score, well taken.
We'll see now Noel Maher with the kick out, his first. He goes straight down the middle towards Paul O'Donoghue. It's tapped down, Conor Goggin picks it up. New player in from Newchestown this year in Cork, strong dual club. They kick the ball inside towards Brendan Martin. He's up against his marker and he eventually claims the ball. He's been tackled hard there. He retains it, he'll surely lose it. He hasn't yet anyway. No trip there and no foul given there. There's Sean Hickey on the ball. Comes back out to Owen Clark. He takes a shot and it goes straight over the bar. First score for Round Towers.
Yeah, that was a good score. The Tir Chonaill Gaels were marking really tightly, did nothing wrong, put a lot of pressure on him, and he was under pressure when he shot. Patrick O'Connor, Aidan McGarvey did everything right there, but he just took a very good score in the end. The Owen Clark for Round Towers, that was a well taken score. So interested now to see where Gavin goes on the kick outs. He's just gone short and wide to David Dodd O'Donnell from Burt, County Donegal. David be trying to solo up the field, gives it to Ryan McCready, young London-born player. Won a free there, well played. Ryan is a brilliant player, played well for the London Juniors this year and great homegrown talent. So again now the Gaels will just build up slowly from the back. They'll be in no rush, they'll be happy with how things have gone so far. Conor O'Halloran just getting up the field, gives it back to Raf. He's on the edge of the arc and they'll just be very patient. Callum Gardner, Ballyhonus, County Mayo, takes the ball, drops it back into Sean Wogan. Towers are not engaging, they're just standing off, and the Gaels have the ball. There's a chance of a score here. He's closed down very quickly. Another chance, don't think that's going to land. It's dangerous though, but the Towers have it. The Towers have it. They've taken it off the line, and Owen Clark is making a run. That's a good early ball now. That's what you want. Good early ball into the James Comiskey. They need support runners though. They're just very, very slow at getting off the plane. They're just not. To me now, I would be playing a lot quicker than that with this breeze, and especially in a pitch like Rice. It was a good early ball, and there was no support runners. They still have the ball, but the Gaels are back in good position now to try and create a turnover, and they've done that. So that's not working at the minute for the Round Towers, but they're working supremely hard and have got a turnover again. It's bobbing along there on the edge of the box. I think the Gaels will get a free now finally. So
we'll see now as Tir Chonaill Gaels won that turnover and bring the ball forward. Josh Crowley Holland back in his own half as again another Round Towers attack leads to no score, and
they've had two shots there from Josh Crowley in the first 10 minutes, and the both of them have dropped short. Playing with a breeze like this, that's really not what you want to be doing. They really should be at least putting the ball dead, putting Tir Chonaill Gaels under pressure. Once again, the Gaels have the ball. They've had a fair amount of possession now, Tir Chonaill Gaels, for a team playing against such a strong breeze. Over here now on the right hand side with James Boyle. James for man-a-man. Where's the Clarkey, Kieran Clark, number 10 for Tir Chonaill Gaels, another London-born player. So it's a slow build-up from Tir Chonaill Gaels, but it's a patient build-up, and in fairness, they haven't given too many balls away. Conor Halloran has it now just inside the arc, gives it back to McCready, back to Kieran Clark, and across the field to Ernon McDonough. They're just waiting for that little gap, but there are very few gaps in that Towers defence.
You do wonder, has the Round Towers team maybe set up to play against the wind, and obviously they kind of lost, maybe they lost the toss, you'd never know, but it is very deep in their own half.
Oh, very deep, yeah, and here's a chance, Gavigan to Raf. He would look for Gavigan again if he can. Good patient play by Tir Chonaill Gaels. They've held the ball really well there. Callum Gardner has it. Callum number 13, good ball across to McDonough. They're not going anywhere fast, but they still have the ball, and Towers have everybody bar the three lads. And I'd say if the rules hadn't changed, they'd probably have them three in there too. So, yeah, and you know, that was a poor pass by Kevin Raff. The Round Towers have it. Now, can they transition at pace? They just don't seem to be. They've got so many numbers back, and they're not overcommitting on the attack.
No.
And the Gaels are getting back into position again, aren't they?
Yep. Aidan McLaughlin has the ball, and now Towers are getting more men forward. That you see now with Shane Comiskey coming forward. Still looking to see who will pass to Conor Gallagher.
They're probably looking to try and get Healy on the ball. Healy is playing for London this year, the wing forward. Really good player, has played supremely well for London all year, but he hasn't got into the game as of yet. The Round Towers forward line has been pretty prolific. Now they're keeping the ball well, but you would imagine they could try maybe and take a couple of shots with this breeze. He's going to have a go now.
There is Brendan Martin for a 2-pointer.
I think it's wide. It's wide, Charlie, yeah. So, but look, you have to have a go. It was the right decision to have a go there, but they would need to start getting some scores at this stage of the first half.
Gavin McAvoy takes the kick out, and it goes wrong. It nearly went wrong. Christian Healy almost got to it. Good shoulder in from Comiskey as the ball goes down the line from Halloran. It's cut out by Aidan McLaughlin into Liam Fearick. That was good play from Round Towers. More desire and more effort there to stop Tir Chonaill Gaels coming forward, and they now have the ball back and they'll look to come forward again.
We have just coming up to the 15th minute, Charlie. It's 1 point apiece. Tir Chonaill Gaels 1 point, Round Towers 1 point. The breeze is picking up again, and but they're in absolutely no rush whatsoever. It's going to be a very low score.
They keep saying, the Towers management keeps shouting Healy, Healy, so they want to try and get Christian on the ball as much as possible.
Here he is now. He's got it now. This could be a score.
It's gone wide.
Oh, it's another wide. It's a poor wide. Healy will be very disappointed with that, you know. So the Towers, out of their 3 attacks, have had 2 wides and 1 short. Dave Byrne there keeping an eye on things for us, and you know, they could. That's not good enough.
No, not at all.
Not good enough, you know. Now they're engaging there. They are pressing. The Tir Chonaill Gaels kick out to a degree, but not in the way that I would expect against a breeze like that. I would expect more of a press. Tir Chonaill Gaels have the ball over on the left-hand side of the pitch with Conor Halloran. Plenty of width. They'll just keep the ball now. There'll be no rush with this. Halloran has it. Round Towers are set up. I see Henry Walsh here, Roscommon man from Kilbride. Henry is one of the management team for Tir Chonaill Gaels, while his cruciate is getting back to normal. There's McCready back to Gav. Gavigan has it. Closely attended by his friend for the day, Conor Gallagher, and Conor is just absolutely focusing on Gavigan and nothing else. Here's Josh Crowley Holland with his left foot. It's a good effort, but I don't think it's
wide.
It is net. That looked wide, but look it, it's been given. It's a very good score, and you would maybe take a look at the replay there, but I don't know if that's it doesn't matter. It's over now. Kick out from the Towers. The Gaels won it and then give it back to the Towers. Now there's a chance here if they move at pace. McLaughlin to Healy. Here's Healy now on the left hand side. He did so much damage for London in the games, in the league games. He's gonna but he's just lost it there in transition again, and it's just not going the right way for the Towers at the minute. The work rate is at a high level, but they're giving too many balls away and not playing with enough skill for what they should be able to do. Colin Garner takes an effort there, good effort, but it's gone wide. So 2 points to 1 for Tir Chonaill Gaels. Like, when you have a breeze like this, Charlie, and you've scored 1 point in 18 minutes, that's not what you're looking for in a county semi-final.
Not at all. And you'd be wondering, all of the rule enhancements that Jim Gavin brought in were passed yesterday, and you would have been thinking that those rules would have maybe tried to stop a situation like this where it's only 2 points to 1, but it kind of says a lot about both teams, how they're kind of attempting the game where it's slow and methodical, and for Round Towers at least, with that wind, as we keep saying, it needs to be done at a quicker pace.
I don't think you can blame the Gaels. Gavigan has got away from Conor Gallagher. He's over on the right hand side of the pitch. He gives it to Josh Holland Crowley. Back to Callum Gardner. Again, patience. Really patient, Gardner. Giving away possession. You know, they'll be disappointed with that, but at least they're having a goal. Here come the Towers down the field again. McLaughlin. I would just like to see them go way quicker than this. That's a good early ball inside to Brendan Martin if he can win it. McGarvey is on him, Aidan McGarvey. That could be a free in, yeah. It looked like a free in, Charlie. Aidan just, but it's from a very difficult position, very much on the sideline over on the right hand side of the pitch. And I think the number 11, Jim Davis, is gone over to take it.
Noel Maher is coming forward, so you could be wondering, is it maybe going to be kicked from the floor by Noel? Something he is very good at, but
difficult one though.
You would say it suits a left footer.
You would.
Or it's actually being brought in. Maybe, I guess there was some chat back to Column.
Oh, it's
so
14-yard free.
Paul O'Donoghue now with an easy score to tie up the game.
As we keep saying there, that was the one. They've only sent in 2 or 3 early balls, if they have even sent in 3. And, you know, they are causing problems to the Tir Chonaill Gaels full-back line. There was an early ball. They won a free. Somebody gave cheek to Column, and he quite rightly put the ball straight in front of the goals. The 14-yard free, kicked over the bar, and it's now 2 points apiece. Kick out for Gavin McAvoy. Towers are pressing a little bit better now. Big press. They have the numbers here. Yeah, they have the numbers. Oh, they have the numbers, but Kevin Raff didn't care about that, and he won it there on 3 or 4 Towers men. They really didn't commit to that ball. So Ryan McCready makes the run up the right hand side of the pitch, the left half back. Ryan won't make any mistakes. Gives it to Callum Gardner. Josh Crowley Holland. Good ball into James Boyle. James back out to McCready. Again, just a little bit of patience, and he's going to have a shot here. Kieran Clark. That's a great point. That's a great point by Clarkey against the breeze. And he really took it well. He just looked up, had the shot, judged it to perfection, and Tir Chonaill Gaels are 3 points to 2 up.
As we see now, Noel Maher with the kick out. The Towers need to win this kick out to try and claw back the game. It's in towards Paul O'Donoghue. He bats it down, but TCG have won that again with Conor Halloran.
Yeah, they're showing more hunger, and the Gaels are way better on the kick out. They've had 4 of their own kick outs, and Dave tells me they've won all 4, and that is the difference. And that was a good ball inside to Gardner. They're hungrier for the break, and that is a big thing in these new rules when you're sending 50-50 balls out. And Tir Chonaill Gaels will be very happy with their performance so far. Scores 3 points to 2 to Tir Chonaill Gaels. Ryan McCready again on the attack for Tir Chonaill Gaels, keeping the ball well, gives it to Conor Halloran. A lot of stuff going through Conor, hugely experienced player from County Galway. And the same with Josh Crowley Holland. Nice left foot. He's making a run there, and he has the beating of the full back here. I think he has the pace on him, and he has, and he's going to put this over the bar. Full back Colin Campbell is struggling a little bit there with the pace of Crowley Holland. That's something maybe they need to look at.
Yep.
Is it?
You would think so. As
that's his second point. Round Towers are making a substitution there. Is it Brian Brislin? Number 17 has come in.
Yeah, and it is Colin Campbell who's gone off.
There you go. I didn't see that now.
Yeah.
It's just perhaps he was just struggling a little bit. The Towers are not happy. Sean Hickey is looking for ball in there. He's not happy with because he's getting no ball.
Exactly.
So he couldn't be happy. He's frustrated. He's made making some good runs. You know, he's marking David Dodd O'Donnell. That'll be a good battle. There's the long kick out again from the Towers. The Gaels have been doing very well, but they've got this one. So Owen Clark has it.
Well won there by Paul O'Donoghue just to bat the ball down. And now Owen Clark comes forward. Jim Davis on the ball to O'Donoghue. And we'll see now the Towers will look to bring the ball wide. There is Jim Davis. Gets past his man. Tries to go back on his left foot. It's blocked down. And it's a more good defending there by Tir Chonaill Gaels. Not giving Round Towers a sniff whatsoever in this first half. And they'll be absolutely delighted with their performance. As now James Boyle comes forward. No real pressure on him. He'll look to try and go for a score. Works it back to Callum Gardner. Josh Carley-Holland on his left foot. It's out to Kevin Rafferty. And Gavigan has lost the ball there. Conor Gallagher wins that battle that time. And McLaughlin now comes forward.
Chance here if they can go at pace, but
they're continuously outnumbered though. Whenever they come forward, there's not enough support.
Generally because they're not attacking in the way that they should be attacking when they have a breeze like this, in my opinion. But anyway, here's a chance for Jim Davis. Sean Hickey finally has it. Sean has gone round his man. That's good pace from Sean, really good. He's so dangerous. Oh, but he kicked it. He went for goal. A good save by Gavin, but Sean would probably be disappointed and maybe he should have stuck it over the bar. It was a great run, a great turn of pace. But unfortunately the final shot was not what you're looking for, and they're going to really rue these chances, the Towers, that they have missed. They've really just not put it to bed in the first half the way they should. The Gaels are counter-attacking and slipping over some nice scores, and they lead 4 points to 2. 25 minutes gone. And they won a free kick on the right hand side of the pitch. It'll be a left-footed kick probably for Callum Gardner. It's not simple, it's not easy, but they're trying to bring it forward 5 yards if they can, which I don't think Colin Lynott will allow that. No, he spotted that bit. But this is a kickable shot from Callum. He's a confidence player, and if he can stick this one over, that'll give him a lot of confidence. Now it's gone across the goals. Well taken, but the Towers have managed to get it, so they're breaking from defence. Again, looking up now. Can they give the quick ball? Aidan McLaughlin has it. They need to move it quickly. He's soloing down the field, looking for runners, looking for people. Again, it's given a chance to the Tir Chonaill Gaels defenders to get right back and set themselves up. Again, just slow build-up play by the Towers, and that's okay if you're getting the scores, but at the minute they're not getting the scores from this.
Here is McLaughlin again, coming down the wing. Has Sean Hickey. He missed that goal chance just now. How Round Towers needed that. Takes on his man again, looking to get on that right foot. Yeah, needs to play the ball quickly.
Noel Maher has come up the field. Noel is a prolific man for getting 2 pointers, and I think this is the first time really he's joined the attack. And like, if he's going to get 2 pointers today, it's going to be in the first half.
Yeah,
you know. So he's in that area. They've got a chance here now from Owen Clark. They've been very, very patient themselves. Noel Maher may get an opportunity, but I think
Brendan Martin goes for a 2-pointer. It drops short, and TCG managed to collect the ball. Good play there by Gavin McAvoy, just to punch the ball into safety. But there's a high press here from Towers. TCG keep possession for the moment, and they've done well to work that out.
Yeah, I mean, they're looking for 2 pointers with this breeze. You'd probably think you could make it go the distance, but unfortunately for Towers, it didn't go the distance. I see Peter McNally has his flag up here. He spotted something. Is it a breach?
I think the Towers there only had free back, despite Noel Maher being ahead of the halfway line. But Colin Lynott and his officials didn't spot it, as the Towers, it looked like they had the ball in there, and that's a free in there to Tir Chonaill Gaels as Darren Moran goes down.
Dara did very well there. He's gone down with a little bit of a knock on the ankle by the looks of it, but he did well to win that ball. So Dave, the stats man, has just given us a point there that there's been 5 balls dropped short during this first half. 3 for Tir Chonaill Gaels, which is kind of understandable with the breeze against them, and 2 for the Towers. But that really shouldn't be happening for the Towers. They should be getting the ball into better positions. I still keep saying it, I don't think they've used the wind at all to their advantage in this first half. But they won't be changing probably the way they're going to play in the second half, so at least we know that. And it will be difficult to get scores here today, that's for sure. And this is, I'm sure, going to be a very low scoring game. Tir Chonaill Gaels have it on the attack. Kevin Raff on the edge of the arc will look for Conor Halloran. Conor making a run, he gives it to Conor, but he's just slowing it down. Absolutely no rush whatsoever. It's like back to the good old days. Here's Raff again. Nice little turn, lovely jink into O'Halloran. He's been covered by a lot of Towers men, but Tir Chonaill Gaels still have it. They did well there, did very well. James Boyle over, very hard working wing forward James, just keeping the ball, keeping it calm, and they just work it back. There'll be no rush. They're winning 4 points to 2. We're coming up to the 28-minute mark, Charlie.
Yeah, you see, it was a factor in the first game. We did have a first game here, the senior football relegation playoff between Parnells and Dulwich, and that half-time scoreline was 1-2 to Dulwich, and Parnells had 4 points. So a theme of today already has been low-scoring games, and this one is no different, as potentially TCG might work a score. The pass goes wrong. Gardner picks it up though. He has a strike on his left foot, and it's off the post and wide.
Yeah, look at he's always a man that will have a go, and he wasn't far off with that there now. So that's the second wide from Callum, but at least he's having the shots. We can't say too much to him. They've been very, very close, but unfortunately they haven't gone over now. Let's see this kick out. The Gaels have the numbers. Very well taken. That's very well taken. They were talking about Liam Gallagher missing, but Darren Moore, his replacement, is a big man in the middle of the field. He's done very, very well. Anyway, here's Liam Gavigan. He's got away from Conor. Again, though, they've just slowed it all down, Tir Chonaill Gaels, in no rush whatsoever. McDonough has it. Ernan McDonough. He looks to spread it out wide. Goes out wide to Josh Crowley Holland. Left-footed player, really good player. He's gone round his marker there, Brian Brislin. Here's a chance. Oh, that could be a free.
I think it probably should have been a free.
Yeah, that could have been a free. Now a couple of late bits there, a bit of afters going on, but the big problem for the Gaels is he's still down. And I thought that was a free, but look at, he was going at a huge pace. And
here comes Jim Davis. This is more of what Round Towers need to get him on the ball and attacking at pace. He looks towards Brendan Martin. Pass goes wrong, but Martin collects it.
Yeah, he did well there. He's going in on goals here. This is a chance. Will that be a free?
No.
No.
So maybe
as I said.
2 calls there where neither side got a free, where potentially they deserved one, and now it's a free out for TCG.
Yeah. Well, like we said earlier, Colin is not a ref that will give frees too easily. And look, he's right. They were on the attack. It was good shadowing by the Gaels and good tackling, and I think he was right there. Ian McGarvey now is making a run up from the left cornerback position. They've got a 2-on-2 inside, which has not happened too often. Darren Moran has it, but Darren's going to lose that. Yeah, too many men. I think an early ball inside to the 2 guys could have helped. Easier said than done, as we know. Sometimes players just don't see the right move at the right time. Here's the Towers again.
Comiskey into Paul O'Donoghue to Aidan McLaughlin as we're approaching half time now, and really Towers need to get at least 1 more point on the board. They'd probably like to go in ahead at least by a point, as Owen Clark goes for a 2-pointer. It's going to drop short and McAvoy claims it.
Well, it was really short there, and that's 3 times they've had goals at 2-pointers. Like, the Towers' work rate is huge. They've turned Tir Chonaill Gaels over 6 times in their own half, which is really, really good. They're working hard. And in fairness to Tir Chonaill Gaels, they're also turning over the towers. They've turned them over 4 times. So it's certainly not lacking in intensity or skill level in a defensive sense, but in an attacking sense, the towers have just not created enough chances or not taken enough chances. They've created them, but they certainly haven't taken them. And you know, they're really, I see the hands going up here, and Tir Chonaill Gaels are going in at half time, Charlie, 4 points to 2 ahead. Yeah, really intensive semi-final, like semi-finals are. It's all about trying to get over the line. That's all that matters in semi-finals, and we will have to wait and see. But certainly, I wouldn't rule the towers out in the second half. I think probably playing against the breeze may suit them better. They will have to be a little bit more open and a little bit more ambitious, and like, they will be disappointed going in with 2 points with that breeze. Tir Chonaill Gaels, on the other hand, will be extremely happy. 4 points, control the game for most of the half, in fairness to them, and they look slightly the better team at the minute, more balanced. Yeah.
First half is over. Tir Chonaill Gaels 4 points, Round Towers 2 points. We'll hope for a more eventful second half. As we see now, both teams are out for the second half. If you're a Tir Chonaill Gaels man, you'll be very happy with that first half and probably be thinking with the aid of the breeze, you have a great chance of making the final. And if you're a Round Towers person watching this game, you're hoping that there is a massive turnaround in the second half, and it pains me to say that as well, as we hope for at least a more entertaining second half score-wise, Paul, than what we got in the first half.
It's not easy for you, Charlie. Obviously, I was manager of Tir Chonaill Gaels for a good many years and played for them too. As Dave Stato here, Davy Byrne did. He was part of the management team that when we won it back in 2019 and 18, and Tir Chonaill Gaels will be really putting everything now on the line to get to this county final in 2025. Towers trying to get there for the first time since 1999. It's been a long time, and maybe that weighed on them in the first half. I don't know, but they certainly need to be a little bit more direct in the second half. I don't see any changes, Charlie, in the teams at the minute.
There is one change to the Towers team. We see Shane McGarrity, number 7, has come on. Can't work out yet who has come off. It might be
maybe Aidan McLaughlin.
No, Aidan McLaughlin's back at wing back, and we'll see. Try and work out who it is.
Well, I'm sure you will. We'll just wait for Colin to throw it in.
I think it might be Jim Davis.
Yeah, that'll be a loss to the Towers. Jim Davis is a good player. He's been playing well all year. Anyway, they've got the free from the throw up.
I think actually
and they got really direct.
It's
Jim Davis is there, isn't
14. Shane Comiskey has come off at half time.
That was a sliding tackle there. And I tell you now, that wasn't good. Wasn't a good tackle by Jim. It was a really early ball straight away by the Towers. They were a lot more direct, but unfortunately the Towers number 11, Jim Davis, is down with an injury. He's given away a free for Tir Chonaill Gaels. I think it could be is it Kieran Clark? It could be Clarkey that's over there working hard. He's okay. Grania, the physio, has got him going again, and he's up. He did well there. Davis looks a little bit groggy, but it's a free kick out to Tir Chonaill Gaels. They won't be panicking, they won't be rushing. Gavin McAvoy has it, he wanted to take it fairly quickly. He gives it to Patrick O'Connell. It's a high tackle there by Sean Hickey. The crowd are not happy with that. Colin Lynott won't get overly excited, but it'll certainly be a booking anyway at the very least for Sean. It's just a silly forward tackle, I would call it.
I think it's also frustration perhaps with how the game has gone so far from a Towers perspective, but maybe something like that might G the team up a bit, just to get in the faces a bit more of the Tir Chonaill Gaels players, because at this stage it's all out attack for Towers to try and turn this game around, as Paddy O'Connor has stayed down from that tackle.
Yeah, they weren't happy with that. It wasn't a good tackle from Sean. Like, Sean is a great lad, there's no malice intended, they're great mates, and Sean will go over to him and see that he's okay. Aidan McGarvey having a quick chat with him, but Sean Hickey is not like that. They're just hit up, ready to go for the second half. They've obviously been told they need to work a lot harder in that forward line and stop the Gaels from building from that area. There's Conor Halloran over here on the left hand side. He is number 5 on his back, but he's playing it.
Paddy O'Connor is coming off.
Oh yeah, he got a bad belt, Paddy. He's injured, so it could be Benny Rowland. He'd be one, unless Kieran McKeown or Michael Green. It looks like Benny Rowland, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So yeah, Benny Rowland will come into that full back line, and it'll be a straight swap, I'd say, for Patrick O'Connor. I hope Patrick's okay. He's a great guy. One of our London junior footballers this season, a really top man. So it's another free kick. It's been very stop-start in the opening 3 or 4 minutes. Big ball up to Kevin Raff. Kevin Raff trying to get it for the Gaels, and he does. Did well there, Kevin. Back out. Liam Gavigan, a good early ball. That's a great ball by Gav. Well taken, Clarkey.
He has a mark.
And he's laid it off well. Callum Gardner is going to try and work it, but more of a chance for James Boyle. I don't think James would be one of the shoes, but Colin Lynott is given a free there. He was given the advantage to Tir Chonaill Gaels, so that was a really good early ball by Gavigan inside to Clark. You can't beat it. Good early ball. is never a bad thing, and this is an easy enough score here for Callum Gardner, the Ballyhonest man, to increase the lead. He should be doing it just on the edge of the 21 on the right hand side. It's perfect for him and his left foot, and he sticks it over, and Tir Chonaill Gaels are 5 points to 2 up. The early ball caught the bird, as they say, and it's put Tir Chonaill Gaels 3 points up. Noel Maher now is a very good free kick out. Noel played in midfield for the London Juniors this year and was the captain, but he plays in goals for Round Towers. He gives it a good hit up into the middle of the field. It's 50-50 now. Tir Chonaill Gaels have it. Well taken by Wogan, the Glenspilly man, but he's lost it. Good tackling by the Towers, then really good tackling by the Gaels, and the Towers have it just in the middle of the field now. Here they go. They're moving a lot quicker. They're definitely moving with more pace than they were in the first half. Christian Healy has it. He's a man that they want on the ball, and he didn't get on it in the first half. Paul Donoghue, they've slowed it down now again, but that's understandable because the Gaels have the numbers back, and they will do well to break through that Gaels rear guard. They really will. Paul Donoghue, as you say, the 42-year-old, really experienced man, super player for Towers all through his career. So the Towers have it. They're looking. What they probably don't want to do now is become impatient. They've still got to be patient and just chip away. They've got a chance here now.
Shane McGarrity coming in. He puts it across, and it's a point.
Yeah, good score. Yeah, that took a while. David just pointed out Patrick O'Connor was on the bench, and he was definitely finished for the day. So it took them a while to get Benny Rowland on the pitch, number 19. But he's on now. I don't know if he's given the piece of paper, I think, to Colin. So it's a kick out to Tir Chonaill Gaels. That was a good score by the Towers. A lot more pace. Runners coming in from the wings. Good angle run by the wing back, and they're now 5 points to 3.
You'll be wondering there how Shane McGarrity was allowed to get free on the byline all by himself, and there again a good break for Towers, and they have to keep moving that ball quickly now. It's
well, already but they're definitely going with a little bit more pace. They won the kick out, so they're doing better on the kick out than they were, which shows that they're up for it. And they'll chip away. The Gaels are sitting back, very, very much sitting back. Perhaps they should be a bit more offensive. It can be dangerous when you have the breeze and you're ahead, as I found out earlier today. Something comes into the mindset. But that was a poor kick there by the Towers midfielder, Conor Coggins. He made a good run. He was in a good position, and he should have kept going, Charlie.
Yeah, I think he was worried. There was a few players running back after him, so he wanted to get the shot away whilst he could. But again,
he was under pressure though, and he was better to keep going and maybe win the free.
Yeah.
Not the frees are easy to get, but he certainly was in a good position there. So here's Tir Chonaill Gaels again. Gavin is looking to go short. Good run by James Boyle, the Fermanagh man. He's got the ball inside their own 21. Aidan McGarvey goes for it. They're just keeping the ball. The Towers are pressing up a lot better now than they were. There's no doubt they're certainly pressing on the Gaels. Conor Halloran, a hugely experienced man. David Dodd O'Donnell making a run. He'd probably give it to him. In over the top. Now Dodd will go. He'll probably look for Gavigan to come off the shoulder. Gardner has it. Callum has it. There's a chance of a shot here for Callum. It's a beautiful score. A beautiful score by Callum Gardner. Well taken. Good loop on the run. And already Tir Chonaill Gaels have shown that if they get an opportunity, they can take it. 6 points to 3 for the Gaels now. And it's a kick out to the Towers again.
See here, Noel Maher. Every kick out has been long and straight down the middle. It's up towards Conor Goggin, and he does well to claim that. Tir Chonaill Gaels were asking for a free, but nothing given there.
Yeah, I don't think there was a lot there, I'll be honest. I think they're just looking for it, and I don't know why he was stopped. He tried to go solo and go after he won it, but perhaps did he make the mark?
I don't think he did.
No.
Well, he didn't call it himself anyway, so
it was a chance there for Towers to go early. Now here's Sean O'Sullivan. Sean O'Sullivan is looking to attack every opportunity he can get. But once again, the Gaels are set up well. Henry giving them advice there to keep their defensive shape. The Towers are running at pace, so that's a good run here. Aidan McLaughlin has it. Put under such pressure. Great tackling by McGarvey. Sean Hickey has it now. Sean did well. He's been pushed out.
And he's gone out over the line.
That's really good tackling by Tir Chonaill Gaels. They absolutely are not giving the Towers forwards 1 second on that ball. That's total pressure, total intensity, and good disciplined tackling. And they were the same in the last group game. And once you're doing that, you're always in with a brilliant chance of getting the victory. So it's a sideline right over on the far side where the crowd are quite noisy. Not a massive crowd here today for the semi-final, but I think Tir Chonaill Gaels supporters are certainly making the most noise at the minute. The Gaels have the ball. Rafferty to McDonough. He'll spin it around over to the other side of the pitch to O'Halloran. And they've got lots of space because the Towers are now pressing up when, you know, they probably should have been pressing up in the first half a bit more than this, you know. Now they have to go for it because they're 6 points to 3 down, and they really need to get the next score, Charlie.
Yeah, they do, but it's Tir Chonaill Gaels who are coming forward. James Boyle has it. He goes for the shot on his right foot. It's going to go across the goal, and it's a wide ball.
Yeah. Probably not the decision to make there. Again, he was on his right foot over on the right-hand side of the pitch. You know, they could have been more patient there. James is an experienced player, but he just had a pop. And it's another kick out to the Towers. And like you say, Charlie, every kick out from the Towers is just long. And this is going to go with the Gaels. Towers aren't there. Well taken by Kevin Raff. Kevin is looking for the ball inside but decides against it. James Boyle has it. And like, they don't have to rush things. The Gaels don't have to rush things. They're up by 3 points. 6 points to 3. Conor Halloran has it, but again, he won't rush it. He'll look for the runners off his shoulder. He doesn't need them. He's had a go himself. And he's got a really good score. Well done, Conor Halloran. 7 points to 3. So they're just starting to get on top now, the Gaels, and the Towers need a score very, very badly.
And that's a very good kick out there to Conor Coggins out wide. Kicks the ball inside to Jim Davis. Now, is this a chance for Towers? Do they have goal in their mind? It's into Aidan McLaughlin. Will he go on his own? He's got a chance. He looks across to Brendan Martin.
Oh, it was a great chance, but he made the wrong decision. He made a great run and just tried to fist it across when he probably should have kept going and maybe fisted it over the bar. They just needed a score.
Good play there by Christian Healy.
Yeah.
And that was the first, oh my lord. Almost didn't solo the ball, the ball. But this was first time, the first passage of play really where it's gone back and forth. And the game's a bit stretched.
It's a lot more stretched. I think Jim Davis can cause problems with his pace. They need to get him on the ball more. Benny Rowland is marking him, but Benny's a good solid defender, but I think there's a call on a breach here if I'm not mistaken.
I'm not sure why.
I'm not sure why either. Something has happened.
I think TCG breached. So we'll wait and see. Referee Colin Liner is going to speak to Peter McNally over there. So
yeah, and we're thinking here it could be a breach by the Tir Chonaill Gaels. Liam Gavigan was racing back. Yeah,
you just wonder here, will Noel Maher look to go for a 2-pointer? It doesn't look like it. Paul O'Donoghue has the ball, but Towers are making a sub. Ewan Curran is ready to come on, and we wait and see. I think it's Owen Clark who is coming off. He's making his way. So 3 subs so far for the Towers, as Paul O'Donoghue, you would imagine, will put this ball over the bar and make it 7-4. But there's a lot of talking going on here.
Yeah, they're trying to decide whether Maher will go for it, but they're not. They're well to take their score and just chip away. This will be a simple enough score here. That was a breach by the Gaels. Liam Gavigan was working back because that's his natural instinct, and the communication wasn't there. So this will make it 7 points to 4, and we'll see if the Towers can press the kick out, because that's what they need to do now. Second point for Paul O'Donoghue today. You'd like to see Paul just try and get up the field a little bit more. He seems to be playing more in midfield at the minute. He's marking Kevin Raff. Here's Gavin looking to go short. Lots of good movement by the Gaels, really good movement, but he's gone straight down the middle to Kevin. Well taken, very well taken again by Darragh Moran. I'll tell you one thing, Darragh Moran has had a really good game for Tir Chonaill Gaels today, taking over from Liam Gallagher, and he's done extremely well. There's McDonough, very calm on the ball. Tir Chonaill Gaels just building up slowly.
You see Josh Crowley-Holland is on the ball. He's up against Brian Breslin. He's beaten him once or twice before. He gets on his favoured left foot, and it's cheered, and it's a point. Double scores now, 8 points to 4 in favour of Tir Chonaill Gaels.
Yeah, well, one of the points here is that Tir Chonaill Gaels have won 7 of their own 7 out of 8 kickouts, and that's massive. Like, you know, the opposition need to be trying to win 50%. They're not getting anywhere near that. Tir Chonaill Gaels are getting the ball to the right people, and they're actually making some really good plays out of it. Now, that was taken by the Towers. They've got runners here. Ian McLaughlin has it. He's going at pace, and they've certainly got a chance here if he can just pop it off. A little bit slow, just getting up there in the right position, but they do have the ball.
Noonan, he might think about a 2-pointer. It's gonna go wide. He's unlucky there.
He is, but you know, with that breeze and that wind, they're just pushing it there. It would have been a really big score. Of course it would. That's probably the 4th attempt today that they've had at 2-pointers, and they've just gone the other side of the post, and they're the little things that make the difference, Charlie. So the score at the minute is 8 points to 4. We've had 17 minutes of the half. So here's the Towers again. Towers are doing better now. The last couple of kickouts they've managed to win. Just as soon as I said the Gaels were flying on the kickouts, the Towers have started to do better. Here's Christian Healy. He's been so quiet today. You know, they really need him now in the last 15 minutes to come into the game. They're being patient. They have to be, because the Gaels are well set up. They've got to wait for the opening, and a goal would do something unbelievable for this game, and will really, I think that's something that the Towers are going to need, because I think the Gaels will keep chipping away with a couple of points.
Yeah.
I think the Towers need a goal, but they certainly don't look like getting it at the minute. Here's Liam Fearick. Liam, a stalwart for Round Towers. Now Davis is on the run. Nice little jink. Gives it back to Fearick. Can't really have a shot from there. The breeze has certainly died down a lot.
And he's lost it.
He's turned over. That's again good tackling by Tir Chonaill Gaels. Really disappointing for the Towers. You know, in a good attacking position, and brought the ball into the tackle against Tir Chonaill Gaels. You can't do that. Because the Gaels have shown that their tackling is really strong. Now they're on the attack. Josh Crowley-Holland gives it back to Liam Gavigan.
Colm Lynott has spotted a free, so at some stage he might call for a free. There was a late tackle in there.
It's gone now, that advantage. I don't think he's going to. Aidan McGarvey has it on his left foot. He's doing well. He may try a pop.
He's lost it there.
He's lost it. He should have given that off.
And now
certainly should have given that off. But
here is a chance now for Towers.
Yeah, but the Gaels have plenty of bodies back.
They do.
And the Towers don't have the bodies up. So they've got to take a chance at some time. Here's Jim Davis, and he's lost it. That's, again, unfortunately, just not good enough. They were in a good attacking position. It's just too slow, Charlie. It's too slow, and they haven't got the numbers up when they go on the counter.
Here is Gardner now coming forward. No one really around him. As we see the North London Shamrocks going out to warm up. There's a shot in there from Sean Wogan. It's another point. Tir Chonaill Gaels now 5 points up. And I think, Paul, you're right. Unless Towers work a goal, it's going to be a very difficult way for them to win the game.
Yeah, they don't. We missed that. Who scored that point?
It was Sean Wogan.
Oh yeah, very good. Look at the Tir Chonaill Gaels have had 9 turnovers on the Towers attack, yeah, and that tells the story. That work rate, that really disciplined tackling. The Towers maybe have played into the hands with some of their decision making, but the intensity of Tir Chonaill Gaels has been outstanding. There's another substitute there for the Towers. Gone off the field there is number 19, Liam Fearick. I don't know who's replaced him there, Charlie.
No, I'm not sure yet either.
You're just disappointed man at the minute, Charlie, yeah? It's not happening here, Liam Gavigan.
That's an understatement, really.
I know.
As Noel Maher deals with it, it's not going to go out.
No, but it's just not going the Towers' way. When you see Noel even flip that one, you know.
It's 25 there. 25 is actually Zach Wheelhan. There was a change. He was named 30, but he is wearing 25. So,
okay,
4 subs there for the Towers
now.
now.
Throwing everything at it. Michael Maher, their manager, and the backroom team. Dominic Gallagher, Martin McGrath from Mayo. Michael Murphy, the Tyrone man, former Fulham Irish, and Owen O'Neill. Owen had been with the Towers for many, many years, and they're a great management team, and they've done so well. But some of these decisions by the Towers, like again, they're a kick.
He's got nowhere to go here. He's going to have to kick it up the line, but he does well in the end.
They're just wasting really good play. And Brendan Rice is on for Tir Chonaill Gaels, another young London Born player. Really good lad, Brendan. He's on the pitch. I'm not sure who's gone off, but he's a great addition to the day. And Tir Chonaill Gaels have it 8 points to 4 points. Like I said, the Towers just didn't get enough scores in the first half, and unless they get a goal here, they are not going to beat Tir Chonaill Gaels the way this game is going, because Tir Chonaill Gaels are in control. They've got the breeze. They're on the attack again now. Ewan McDonough has it, and they'll keep ball. That's all they need to do. Well, you would think they'd keep ball. He nearly threw it away there, McDonough.
I think he's lying on the ball there, really.
Yeah, that's going to be a free against Mr. Wonder.
Oh, dear,
Colin let it go. Colin Garner got it. He was lucky there because Colin does call for over carrying quite a bit. Here's Conor Halloran. They're going to have to press and really press him. Gavigan looking for it. Kevin Raff looking for it. Gives it to Liam Gavigan. Right across the field to Garner or Kieran Clark. Great run by Clark. He'll sip this over. Will he go for goal? Oh, he will. What a goal. What a goal by Clarkey. That's a really good goal, and I think that's good night.
Most definitely.
Yeah, 1 goal and 9 points to 4 points. Kieran Clark did really well there. Took the ball at pace, took on his man, didn't even go for the safe option. Buried it into the back of the net. Really well taken goal, and it's going to be really tough for Round Towers now.
And they're just outnumbered again on the kick out there. Yeah. And the ball is kicked inside into Gavigan. Conor Halloran has it, and it's an uphill battle now for Round Towers, and fair play to Tir Chonaill Gaels. They have been much the better team throughout the whole game, leading at half-time against the wind, and have now played very better than Round Towers in the second half. And unless a minor miracle happens, they're going to go through and play either Fulham Irish or North London Shamrocks in the county final in 2 weeks' time. Here is James Boyle. He goes for it, and that's another point. And he extends the lead out to 9 points. Yeah,
it's 1-10 now for Tir Chonaill Gaels, 4 points for Round Towers. Noel Maher looking for lads to make runs, but I think the heart has gone out of the Round Towers here at the minute. But Paul Donoghue proved me wrong there. Really great catch by Paul. They certainly need a goal now, and they need it quickly. Aidan McLaughlin right over on the right hand side of the pitch. That's not where they want to be. They need to be running into the heart of the Gaels. There's no time for that sort of football now. They've got to go for it.
Yeah.
They've got to send lads up into the full forward line, and if that means having a couple of high balls in there, then do it, you know. No point playing around.
I think they just have to try and kick that ball in now and try and get a lucky break, because so far the play it's created 1 goal chance. Sean Hickey got that in the first half, and here is Christian Healy, and that is much better.
Score, yeah. A really good score by him. Nice point. So it's 1-10 to 5 points, but they need much more. All the Gaels have to do is just slow it down, as Gavin McAvoy, their experienced goalkeeper, is doing. As long as Colin Lynott doesn't tell him to hurry up, he will take his time. Massive press here by the Towers on the Tir Chonaill Gaels kick out. Good movement by the Gaels lads. It's going to go long. This will go long. Looking for Gavigan. The Towers have won it. Oh, good tackle by Brendan Rice, but Paul Donoghue's there to pick up the pieces. The call there was the long ball to Liam Gavigan. I know the call. So it just didn't make it. So here's the Towers again, not giving up. Fair play. They're continuing to have a go. Brendan Martin has it here on the edge of the arc. Charlie, they need to. Hickey's in one-on-one. You know, I'd look at trying to give it into him. You know.
Yeah. There's a kick in there to Brendan Martin. He has pace to turn his man. He always thinks about a goal.
No,
there is Sean Hickey.
Oh,
and it's a point.
That was the chance. That was the chance for sure. Sub coming on for Tir Chonaill Gaels here. Is it Kieran McEwen? Kieran has been injured for a lot of the season.
I think this is his first appearance back from injury.
Yeah. So nobody's gone off yet. Well, somebody's gone off. Is it Kieran Clark?
Yeah.
After that super goal, that'll teach him. The last couple of scores the Towers have managed to get. 1 goal and 10 for Tir Chonaill Gaels. 6 points for Round Towers. Big long ball again, and again the Towers have it. They've certainly improved in the last 10 minutes on the Tir Chonaill Gaels kick out. But they need a goal. That's a good run from Healy. He's making a really good run. Huge pace. You know, Sean Hickey has it. Sean would have been disappointed he didn't keep that ball down, because it was an absolute gilt-edged chance, wasn't it?
It was, and that ball is not going to go out. Sean O'Sullivan will keep in, but it is somewhat too little too late really for Round Towers. Okay, they've got the last 2 scores, but in the end that kind of sums up the performance really. And there's a good chance here of a goal. Here is McKeown coming forward, kicks the ball inside. Gavigan has it out in front of Gallagher. There's Callum Gardner, point, and he gets it.
Well, he's had a really good game, Callum. Scored some good points for Tir Chonaill Gaels, and he's been very composed. Towers just had to press up. They didn't have the numbers back when they lost the ball. It was a poor turnover by them, an unforced error. Here's Aidan McLaughlin now. Now this is a chance. Good pace again from Healy. They've got a chance here, but they're been bottled up fairly quickly.
Wheelahan still has it. He throws the ball there. Paul O'Donoghue, he hasn't really got the legs anymore, so in that situation he's not able to be quick enough, and the ball is lost. Gavigan gets it. He'll have the beating of Gallagher, will he? And that's
he's won a free. He's won a free. Yeah, he's won a free. He just loves that. Went down, and that could be his second yellow.
I'm not sure I don't think he actually got a yellow in the first half, so if he was to be booked, it would be his first one.
He did well now not to get booked in the first half, because he was quite tight, we'd say, on Liam. So I think that would certainly only be a yellow, but it'll be a free into Tir Chonaill Gaels. It is a yellow, and this will be a score. I think it's Callum again, Callum Gardner. Like, these are the things he loves, just from that side of the field with his left foot. The Gaels are now emptying the bench and bringing on a couple of more subs here. David Dodd-O'Donnell is going off, and he's been replaced. It's hard to see now, but David
O'Donnell is going off.
Good, yeah, played really well. The Towers are replacing Sean O'Sullivan with their number 20, Ryan Fitzpatrick. David Dodd has gone off. Who else has gone off the Tir Chonaill Gaels? Maybe that was the only change there. This will be a score for Callum, I'd imagine. And it is. It's stayed up in the sky for quite a while, but well taken. And now it's 1-12 to Tir Chonaill Gaels, 6 points to Round Towers. The first half, Charlie, was the killer for them, you know. And for the Towers. They just didn't go for it.
Yeah,
they should have.
But even then, maybe they were thinking a lot about 2-pointers with the wind, and they had maybe 3 chances that dropped short. Whereas maybe they should have tried to just work a point. Or there's a bit of off the ball stuff going on there between Ryan McCready and Christian Healy. But yeah, it's just the first half was really the undoing for Round Towers, as they really needed to be in front by a good bit.
Yeah, they needed. And it's just they're trying to get Noel Maher into the game there now. Something has happened. He's
only 3 up for Round Towers, despite the fact that Noel Maher is up, and that sums up the day really. Something like that happening. Just
it really does.
Poor play.
That'll be I think that'll be a 14-21
Should be, because it's a proper breach. It's not it wasn't accidental or anything.
A bit of language there. He's not too happy. So one of the Towers, but like there's no point. He's just frustrated, like we all would be. Not happy at all. Henry is having a chat with him, but he didn't have to have a chat now because he's won the game. So there's no need. So they're still at it. Anyway, it's a 14-yard free at the same time for Callum Gardner. And as Henry said, just have a look at the scoreboard, and I'm afraid that is the truth. The scoreboard doesn't lie, and it's 1-13 for Tir Chonaill Gaels, 6 points for Round Towers. Noel Maher with another kick out. It's coming near the end, Charlie. I didn't know whether you wanted a man of the match or.
Well, you can pick one. I'm sure it will come from the Tir Chonaill Gaels side.
Yeah, I think it has to. I think they've all been superb today. Josh Crowley Holland was really good in that first half. Some great scores from Callum Gardner. But I'm very hard pressed. Kieran Clark got a really good goal, well taken. Gavigan has done well, Raf. But in the end, I think the work rate of James Boyle has been outstanding there. Just quietly done it. The Fermanagh man, he's been working absolutely all over the pitch, like all the Gaels, but he's a little bit not underrated because he's a fine player, but he just does his job so well. So I'm going to give it to James Boyle, the number 12 for Tir Chonaill Gaels, just as the Round Towers win a free, but they're going to have to try and go for a goal for sure. Like,
I think it's very disappointing from a Round Towers perspective, because I know they're a lot better than this performance, and they've shown that in the group stage. To come out of the group, dismantled Parnell's by 11 points in the last game, beat St Kiernan's by 6 points. They played very well in the group, and they've just underperformed on the day. The ball goes in, Union Curran goes for it, it's blocked, and Tir Chonaill Gaels deal with it
another
again.
day that could have gone in, they got the rebound. He made the right decision, he tried to go for the goal.
Gavin McAvoy is in a lot of pain there.
He is, he really is. Hopefully now that's not too serious. You can see Gavin is, I don't know what happened there. He went out for the ball. He might have landed wrongly, because he's definitely injured, because Gavin wouldn't do that. He punched the ball away. Nobody did anything to him, but it could have just been the way he landed there, Charlie. And Ron, you will see to him, but he's certainly, I'd say that could be the end of his day, but I think we're gone into injury time at the minute,
I would guess so. We are nearing the end of this game, and it is obviously going to be Tir Chonaill Gaels who go into the final. We'll have Fulham Irish and North London Shamrocks coming up afterwards, and you hope it's a closer affair than this was.
Yeah, like you say, Charlie, like Round Towers will be so disappointed with this performance. You see, it can happen in semi-finals, like it happened today. Even with our junior team, we were ahead at half-time and playing against a breeze, and just managed to get caught by a sucker goal and lose the game by a point. You just don't know. Semi-finals are there to be won. They're just there to be got over the line, and I think the Towers just unfortunately didn't have the best of starts. They tried to take some shots that were looking for 2-pointers, like we were saying, and they didn't go their way. They dropped too many short. the Tir Chonaill Gaels were magnificent in their defence and also on the kickouts. That was really the winning of the game today. Okay, the Towers have come into it in the last 5-6 minutes, but the game's over. It's over, it's done and dusted. So Tir Chonaill Gaels will be looking to win this county title now for the first time since 2019. It's a long, long time for a club with 18 senior titles. So I know Morris and Ronan Breen and Stevie Morrow, they'll be extremely pleased with this. They've taken over the reins there, and they're doing a really, really good job. And there'll be a lot of happy faces around Greenford this evening.
Sadly, there won't be too many happy faces around Mitcham, but sure, that's just the way it goes. Tir Chonaill Gaels have been a much better team as Gavin McAvoy is helped off the pitch. Not really good to see. You'd hope it's nothing too serious, but he needs a lot of help there to be getting off the pitches now.
He's a big loss. The way he's looking there now, hopefully it's only a bang, but he's in a lot of pain. At least he's able to half walk off the pitch. They're helping a little bit, and he's certainly in a lot of pain, Gavin. He's a great stalwart. They don't seem to have the sub goalie today, so they're deciding who's going to go into the goals. Liam Gavigan is making a run for it. I think he's going to take over that role, but that's not a bad man to have in the goals.
No.
At this stage, it doesn't matter, Charlie. Like you say, you'd be disappointed down in South London today, but they've been really, really good in the championship this season. You know, they've played brilliantly, and that's probably the biggest disappointment for them, is not bringing that performance to the table today for a semi-final. The Gaels' experience and tradition, you know, probably helped them over the line too, but their performance was really good. Anyway, here's Kevin Raff. The game has restarted. Good early ball into Aidan McGarvey. Good running. They look very fit, very strong, making really good decisions on the ball all the time. They haven't put much of a foot wrong today, Charlie.
No, not at all. It's been pretty much a perfect performance from Tir Chonaill Gaels, and I'm not sure how long we have actually played now, but we are surely reaching the end of the game. And there's a free in there, pulling of the arm.
37, we're in the 38th minute here. This will be a free kick. Callum Garner is running over, maybe he's going to try it with his right foot. He's so full of confidence. Or Liam Gavigan might come from the goals. Callum is Gavigan won't want that now. He's trying to get his attention, but Callum Gardner's going to have a goal from the left hand side of the field. Not ideal for a left footer, but he's playing with such confidence. He would have spun it over wherever it was, and he's been magnificent today too, Callum Gardner. He maybe have a go at me if I ever meet him in Ballyhonus, my neighbour, and you know, he was close to getting man of the match, but like I say, I look at the work rate too of young James Boyle, and it's been huge. Here's the Towers again, having one more go at it, I think. They've never given up, Charlie. They've tried.
No.
They've tried. That's a nice ball inside, but just too many Gaels bothered, and it's just too late for that kind of stuff.
I think Roundhouse will reflect upon this. Just the full forward line just wasn't really able to click today. Brendan Martin hasn't scored. Shane Comiskey went off at half time, and then Sean Hickey has scored, but he missed that chance in the first half, and then he got a point from another goal chance in the second half. So just when the chances came for Roundhouse, they weren't able to take them, and then Tir Chonaill Gaels were very dominant as the game is being played at a walking pace now, really. We're just waiting for the inevitable, as Colin Lynott still has to play added time for the injuries that have happened. Here is Brendan Rice. Kevin Rafferty, he goes for a two-pointer, and that is some score. Fair play.
Yeah, that's put the icing on the cake for Tir Chonaill Gaels for sure. 1 goal and 16 points to Towers 6 points, and look, you can't argue with that. That's a really, really strong performance, and they've laid down a big, strong message for whoever they play in the final. They've really stepped it up in the last couple of months, Tir Chonaill Gaels, and I know within the club they're extremely determined to get another county title, and the way they're looking today now, you'd be a brave man to go against them at the minute. We'd see what the other semi-final brings. Fulham have been superb all season too, and North London Shamrocks are the current champions. So there it is. That's it. Finished. Tir Chonaill Gaels 1 goal in 16. Round Towers 6 points. An emphatic victory, and we look forward to the final, Charlie.
We will indeed. Congratulations to Tir Chonaill Gaels. They have won today's semi-final, and we'll come back very shortly. Fulham Irish against North London Shamrocks.